and welcome to the Fabiola Livestream premiere. I am Mary Bowen, and this is my sister, Faustina Bowen, and this is our mother, producer Kathleen Bowen.
So tonight we had to have a fun lineup ready for you. Besides the two scenes that we are going to be releasing from the Fabiola full film, we also have a behind-the-scenes video that Joe McClain put together. He was one of the actors in the video, and he also put like a behind-the-scenes video together, so we're going to be looking at that. We also have a reel from our behind-the-scenes pictures, and we're going to have the Gophers come on, and we'll be able to talk to them. And joining us is Joe McClain and Alejandro Rodriguez.
Okay, tonight our goal is to raise $5,000 in crowdfunding. It's also to get 10 people to express interest in investing, and they can do that at our page fabiola.com. And also we have a crucifix giveaway. So the crucifix from St. Hilarion's Cave is what we'll be giving away, and I will bring it over so you can see it. So for every $10 that you contribute tonight in crowdfunding, you will be entered one time to win this crucifix that was a prop in the cave scene that we're going to be showing tonight. It's in St. Hilarion's Cave, and so basically if you contribute $10 in our Give 10 campaign, you'll get one entry. If you contribute $100, you'll get 10 entries.
All right, and so make sure that there's a link below in the description to contribute. If you're on our website, you can contribute right there. Mary also put the QR code up just a few seconds ago, and that's a place where you can contribute. So just any of those places that you contribute will be the entries to win that.
We're also having a chat-a-thon all night, so if you want to comment in any of the places where you see comment boxes, we'll gather your guys' questions and comments, and then we'll have a Q&A all throughout the evening, and we'll try to get to answering some of your questions.
Yep, so the first thing we have is the behind-the-scenes video from Joe McClain. Joe, do you want to take a moment to just kind of explain what this video is and just kind of...
Yeah. It was such an incredible, fun experience to come and be a part of the project. I've never acted in anything really, so I wasn't sure how it was going to go. And the Industrious family took things very seriously, so I wanted to take things very, very seriously. So learning my lines, reading the entire script, understanding, where my character plays in this whole story. I went and bought not just the book Fabiola, read that, and then I also bought St. Jerome's commentary and his biography of St. Hilarion. So I read up on the life of St. Hilarion. Then I decided to try to craft an accent for this character. So I stole an accent off of Omar Sharif. So I was watching a lot of Omar Sharif interviews, just trying to prepare. And I thought, if I'm going to go all the way out to Idaho and do all of this, then, we should, go all out and try to film something, try to capture the moment. So I brought my Insta360 camera with me, which is such a great tool for doing that. So I was able to capture a lot of footage from behind the scenes and just sort of take, my audience along for the ride as well. So it was really a fun, incredible trip. Playing in the sand dunes, traveling out to the middle, literally the middle of nowhere to hide in this cave, to be in this cave was such a fun experience. And the Industrious family did such a great job with the whole of it too. So it was just really, really wonderful. So I wanted to capture that and have fun with it. And I'm hoping that this video you're about to watch really kind of gives you a sense of how much fun we did really have on the project.
Nice. All right, perfect. Thank you, Joe. So we will go ahead and turn on Joe's behind the scenes video he put together, and hopefully you guys are able to see it and enjoy the show.
Praise be to Jesus in all things. I am on the film set of a production called Fabiola here in the great sand dunes of Idaho. Praise be to Jesus in all things. I am on the film set of a production called Fabiola here in the great sand dunes of Idaho. This is such an epic place. I gotta tell you, today we're filming a scene where my character, Saint Hilarion, a desert father, comes across two scallywags in the ancient Roman Empire. Maybe I'll save more of the details for later, but I just wanted to show this place to you. By the way, check out these super cool sandals that my good friend Rudy Carlos handcrafted for me. And they were based upon actual archaeological finds of sandals from like 2,000 years ago. I can't even walk in this costume, it's crazy. Take a look at this. How amazing is this? Praise be to God. Check this out. How amazing. Could you imagine just driving through all of this? These massive sand dunes. Look at these, like mountains. And you can rent these four-wheelers and just go crazy through these hills. It's pretty awesome. What a good time. What an amazing opportunity to get to do this, to support these young Catholics and make a little fun film project and ride these buggies through the sand. This is the Wilson Butte Cave near Twin Falls, Idaho. And we are in some incredible Idaho country. And it is amazing that we got here in those rental cars, to be honest with you. But this is the filming location for my big scene, so to speak, as Saint Hilarion. We're going to use this cave to depict his cell. So we're going to go in there and check it out. Now, I got to tell you, St. Hilarion, he didn't have a big cave. In fact, he had a very small cave, couldn't stand up all the way in it. So this may be a little bit too bougie of a cave for the great St. Hilarion, but this is going to be his cave today, that's for sure. Should have brought my boots. Check this thing out. Wow. Bougie. Huge. Ow.
Yeah, your vegetables for that.
Yeah. Look at, oh, we got a straw mat. Look at that. Good grief. This is bigger than my house.
Quiet on the set. Quiet on the set. Action. Action.
Rolling. Rolling. Come on. Sorry. Roll.
And just like that, it is a wrap here in Idaho at the cave that we use to depict the cave of St. Hilarion as he interacts with Fulvius in this brand new film, Fabiola. Praise be to God. It was a lot of fun. It was my first movie set experience. You know, I tried to do my best to portray the character and really get into it. But I'm just so grateful for the opportunity. What a beautiful and epic place this is. It's just so incredible. We need to wrap up from the cave here. We need to pack up. We need to head across the desert. We have a 3-hour drive back to the Airbnb. We've got to get up at 3 something in the morning to do a radio show, of course. Then we have to rush 4.5 hours down to Boise, Idaho, so I can catch a plane and go home. We're going to be back in this regular studio on Friday morning with our regular setup and everything else. But what a beautiful and epic country it is here in Idaho. I just want to thank the Industrious family here for inviting me to be a part of Fabiola. What an honor, what a special thing it was for me to be a part of it. And can I thank Mr. Rudy Carlos for handcrafting these 2,000-year-old replica sandals from the Middle East. Pretty cool to wear these sandals in this film, in this place. Pretty neat to do that too. But here we are wrapping up for this scene in Fabiola. So we'll share more when we have more to share. God bless.
To ride out with him a few times, and yeah, it was a lot of fun. He drove like he owned the place, like they say.
Yeah, and thank you, Mr. McLean. That video that you made is really an awesome behind the scenes video, and thank you so much for coming out and being with us. We had a great time with you, and it really was like having a celebrity there. And even though that was your first actual acting job, I think you did awesome, and we'll all see that very, very soon.
Yes, for sure.
Praise be to God. Yeah, what a great honor it was. Well, how much fun was it? You guys did such a great job with it all. The details, the challenges, the curveballs that got thrown your way. You weren't, you had to like come up with new options, new ideas, because those dune buggies, man. Everybody was on the dune buggies, and it was like we're filming around the dune buggies, and we did it. It was so much fun to do.
Yeah, and it's amazing. You'll be really impressed with the audio quality. With all that noise, it really turned out great.
We did get a few, yeah. So Alejandro looks like he's here with us now, so I will invite him. I don't know if we've gotten any chat yet, Alejandro, but why don't you go ahead and just introduce yourself a little bit, and then if there is anything, go ahead and report it. And also to our fans, before Joe leaves, if you have any questions for him, now is the time to get them in, because I know that he has an early start tomorrow, so he might be leaving soon. But if you have any questions, now's the time to get them in. Go ahead, Alejandro.
Hi, everyone. I'm Alejandro Rodriguez, and I am the lead film editor of Fabiola. I'm all about creating compelling video content. I was one of the assistant video editors for LifeSite for the better part of 4.5 years, and I came onto the Fabiola project after discovering the Industrious Family Film Group through Sacred Heart Christian Creators now. Back then it was just Catholic creators, now it's Sacred Heart Christian Creators. And it's just a group of dedicated, authentic Christians, and those are Catholics. Catholics are the original Christians. And we just get together and we like to share what we've been working on, whether it's video, whether it's art, whether it's novels and blogs, Substacks, things of that nature. And I met Mary. We were talking one day. We talked about ideas for the Fabiola film, and I offered to do the editing. And at first, we didn't get to connect on that for a little bit, but then when they came back, they asked me if I was still interested, and I said yes, absolutely. And that is the basis of the Fabiola pilot scene that you see with the original actors, Lovey Mar and Aiden. I forget his last name, and Fullen. Okay, and also with the amazing Kate Whitkemper, who will be appearing in the future length film. And I'm very proud of the work that we put into this project, and I'm very proud to be a part of this larger film project. And these two scenes that we just recently completed and got picture locked and colored in, I cannot wait to share them with you. It's one of the highlights of my career to say that I edited a future film scenes. And it's awesome to be able to do that with Joe McClain, who I've been following for a little bit, with my friend Matthias, we follow him through the Catholic Insiders group, and I am just so honored just to be able to edit those scenes specifically, and St. Hilarion no less. I mean, that's amazing. And yeah, I'm very proud to be here, and I want to say thank you to the Bowens for bringing me on to begin with.
We're glad to have you on as well. Were there any chat questions or anything yet?
I haven't seen anything pop up yet.
Okay.
Yeah, and something that people might not know about Alejandro and us, we actually have spent a lot of time with him on Zoom. We've not yet met in person, but through Zoom we've all taken acting classes, and that's actually been really strengthened all of our acting skills and even our ability to do what we're doing tonight, and has made us closer friends, and we're just really happy to have him on our team and have him as a friend.
Thank you. The feeling is mutual, trust me.
And don't forget that if you scenes like the one that we made down in the southern part of Idaho, it costs a lot of money to get all those people there. It costs a lot of money to feed all the people that are there. It costs a lot of money to house the people that are there. And we just really want to keep on making this movie. It's a film that needs to be told, and we just are really, really passionate about it. We are going to get it done, but we do need your help. So please, please, if you have any way of contributing tonight, please do so. Every $10 will get you a entry into winning this crucifix, which was a prop at St. Hilarion's Cave. If you're able to invest more, I mean, if you have a little more that you're able to give to this project, there are investment opportunities, which means that you will be owning part of the film, and you can express interest. We're hoping to get at least 10 people to express interest tonight, and that can be done at fabiolamovie.com, both giving the $10 and expressing interest. So thank you.
And if you have your phone on hand, you can also take a picture or bring your camera up to these barcodes. The one will take you to contribute to the project, and then the other one will bring you to a little more information on what investing is like and how to invest. If you just fill out a form, and then Faustina or I will reach out to you, and we'll schedule a meeting to tell you all about how that process works.
Yeah, think about it. You could actually get a crucifix and hang it up in your home, and you'll say, "Hey, this was in a future film."
Yes.
And it
future
stands.
film. That's Fabiola, and the great Joe McClain was in that movie. Yeah, I mean, I totally give $10 right now.
Somebody was asking in the chat box, says, I think this is Erica Woodsman, 9423. Welcome and thank you for hanging out with us tonight. Says, Joe, what will you do with these sandals? Well, I tell you what, I'm wearing them. We're not right at the moment, but I still wear them actually. They're super comfortable. When we first put them on, my friend Rudy Carlos, as I said in behind the scenes, he actually did some research, and he found that they had discovered from Syria, I think it was Syria, 2,000-year-old sandals, and so he replicated them. When I first put them on, I was having issues with them. Like they were, I had blisters or whatever, and then I figured it out that I wasn't like wearing them correctly. So I learned how to wear them correctly. I tweaked them a little bit just so I moved the way I tied them, like from the outside to the inside, and then like I dialed them in, and then they were like just so comfortable. Now I wear them a lot. I mean, I love wearing them. Very, very comfortable. So I'll wear them out and about or whatever. But I tell you what, anybody who will donate $1,000, I'm gonna have custom made for you sandals, just like these. You'll donate $1,000 to Industrious Family. And the Fabiola Project. I will have Rudy Carlos make you your own pair, custom to your feet. And there's a whole process where he goes through because he's a craftsman, where he will you'll have to create these little diagrams of your feet, and he'll craft them precisely to your foot. And you too can enjoy the comfort of 2,000-year-old sandals. But,
Nice, thank you.
you got to get big
Yours
to
to
the
take home
cause.
today.
Nice.
You got to, and anybody can give. If everybody wants to give $1,000, I'll make sure everybody gets a pair of sandals.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So if you give 10, you'll enter to win the crucifix, and if you give 1,000, you get a pair of sandals that match the Saint Hilarions in our film.
Or if you really want mine, I'll mail you mine. Let's just be honest. You want your own.
No. You got to sign those. You got to get like 10,000.
Now we're talking 10,000. If you want my terrible hand signature for some odd reason, and you give 10 grand, you can have it. I'll give it to you all day long. No problem. No problem. I see another question here from Sal Paradise 808. Welcome and good evening. Thanks for hanging out with us tonight. It says, has Joe ever acted before? Well, in high school, when I was in high school, back in my day, see, I'm old, and back in my day, it was Just Say No was the anti-drug campaign in the United States. Mrs. Reagan is really the one who sort of spearheaded that back in the 80s in the Reagan administration. But I graduated in 92. And even then, it was still a big thing just to say no to drugs, right? So I belonged to an acting group where we would put on skits in front of the school, and we sort of toured a little bit to some other schools, elementary schools, middle schools, things like that. And we would do these skits. So I played a drug addict once when I was in high school. And then I took drama in middle school. I went to Judge John H. Wood Middle School, and I took a drama class. But beyond that, no. I mean, absolutely nothing serious is, I guess, the point that I'm making. It was like this was the first real sort of acting thing that I've ever done before. And as I said, I wanted to take it very serious. My wife thought I was being very silly because I was trying to research accents and trying to try to get an accent. I was pretty sure I did not want to just do a normal accent like the way I sound now. I wanted it to sound more like Desert Fathery. If that makes any sense. Fathery, Desert Fathery. So,
I remember you brought up the accent the first time, and you were like, I've been practicing this accent, I want to try it. And I was like, oh yeah, we'll roll with it, and then I'll take it to the group and ask if they're okay with it. And I was really impressed. I'm like, oh wow, that's a really good accent.
Because typically we say no to accents.
Yeah.
I asked my kid what they thought, and they were like, yeah, you gotta do the accent, Dad. I'm like, okay. I stole Omar Sharif because, St. Hilarion's from Gaza, but he was educated in Alexandria, Egypt, so Egyptian, right? So, or at least we would have been, close to that. So I stole Omar Sharif, who was from Egypt. I sort of studied all his interviews, and I watched Lawrence of Arabia a few times just to kind of get into the mood of Omar Sharif if I could. But it was fun. It was really fun to do it, and my kids were really glad that I did it. So I was pretty happy about that too, and they're pretty pumped and excited to watch the final result. We've only ever seen I was trying to explain this to my audience maybe last week before. What's been released so far is the teaser has been in what we call log format. Right. And when professionals film, they film in log. What that means is the image looks very bland and very flat. And it's done intentionally because it gives you the highest bit rate, you capture the most data when you're filming that way. So that way people like Alejandro in post can mess with that image a lot and it still looks very good. So you can push colors in new directions and do all kinds of really cool things. So Hollywood films in log, but then they take it in post and they do crazy things with it. So we've only ever seen the log footage, and it was pretty fun to just watch that. So I'm really excited to see this colored.
The colored version is very stunning. We got kind of used to watching it in log because that's how Alejandro was editing it. So then we watched it in color. We're like, whoa!
Yeah. So it's like that song. You should have seen it in color.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But even in
exactly.
log, we thought we were so
and
impressed.
Then, let's not forget you had a team of two crazy guys from New York who own a red camera, which is a cinema camera, drive all the way across the country so you could film on the red. I mean, that's pretty amazing. It was pretty amazing.
Yeah, they drove out from New York. It was a 3-day drive, and then like a 3-day really intense filming, and then a 3-day drive again. So those guys were, they were really had an intense week.
It was impressive.
Upcoming now, we do have our behind the scenes video where you will actually be able to see. We named their red camera Claire, so she makes an appearance a couple times. So without further ado, we also have that behind the scenes reel. Yeah, so it was a lot of fun because, like, you know, in that landscape, you can see that we had the desert, sand dunes. You know, if you've been watching this behind the scenes pictures that we've already been releasing, you've already seen that. But just that reel really helps, like, show where we were, and it's amazing that it's in Idaho because
I remember we drove up to the sand dune. Well, we were driving, you know, looking for the sand dunes, and then we could see this little like faint thing out there, like, oh, that's it. And as we're getting closer and closer to it, it's like, whoa, whoa, this is so weird. So
there were piles of sand randomly in these fields on the roadside, and we would tease each other. We're like, oh, look, there's a dune.
Yeah.
But when you get to the dunes, you know it's the dunes.
Yeah. Alrighty.
All right. Do we have any other?
Yes, we've also gotten a $100 donation. Thank you, and also another 10.
Nice.
And I'll just list some of the names. It's I'd like to thank Lucas Stoffel, my very dear aunt Kathleen May, my namesake. Well, I'm her namesake or something like that. And Christian Evers. Thank you guys.
Nice. Yes, thank you guys so much.
Okay, I do have.
Yep. Go ahead.
I don't know if this question got answered yet. Why did you guys choose this particular scene? This is coming from Christopher Hatfield, who is in our cast.
Okay, I think that you were still muted, so just reiterate the question.
Say that one more time, Alejandro.
Test. 1, 2, 3, 5,
Yep,
4,
no, we
7.
can hear you now.
You're good. Go.
Okay, so the question comes from Christopher Hatfield, who is also a Catholic insider in Joe's chat. Woo! Yeah, woohoo! Why did you guys choose this particular scene? I almost forgot to say, Christopher Hatfield is also in our cast for Fabiola as well. Why did you guys choose this?
Well, do you want me to take that?
Go ahead.
We do have investors, and when somebody invests, either the money is all held and it's going to be used when everything's lined up and ready to go, or there's an option to say, you know, use my money now. I want to do whatever I can to get this movie made. So we had a big investor at the $10,000 level who said, use my money now. I want to see this movie made. And so we thought, well, what can we do with this investment that will be something that we can show so that we can get more investors and more crowdfunding? And this fit the bill. We didn't have to build a set. It was just 2 scenes. The other thing too, of course, we were just trying to get the biggest bang for our buck, and having a celebrity to us and to a lot of people, Joe McClane, come on out and act the role of Saint Hilarion also was another reason why we chose to do this scene in particular.
Mm-hmm.
And Hilarion's only in those 2 scenes, so actually finding a cave near the sand dunes and just doing them together made the most sense for getting, not having to fly him out twice. Although we love hanging out with you.
Yeah, it's super sad. I mean, it's over for this film with Mr. McClane, but that was what we chose to
I'd
do.
have to grow my beard back too.
Yeah, you would.
Yeah, and that beard, like, it's funny when I first saw the scenes, when I was editing them, I just was like, oh my gosh, that guy's a saint. I can tell you. There's the whole beard, like
I wish, yeah.
Yep.
like a Catholic version of Gandalf or
Yes,
something.
yes.
Oh man, Gandalf the Grey. Big
Gandalf
time.
the Grey.
Emphasis on great.
At least you're not Gandalf the White.
Somebody asked a geeky question. I love the camera. I'm the kid who likes to watch the behind the scenes of movies. I like to see how movies are made. It's really cool. I love that experience. So I like it when Erica is asking the question, is Fabiola being shot in 24 frames per second or 59.94? I love that question. Such a great question. Do we know what our frame rate is on the Red?
I can answer that.
Okay,
Okay, good,
thanks,
good.
Alondra.
Producer
Go.
does not know.
I'm like, normally it'd be 24, but I have no idea what the red was.
Yep.
Go ahead.
Yeah, so it was dialed into 23.9.
Okay.
Remember?
Classic cinema.
So yeah, we usually just round up to 24 or 23. Some folks like to shoot in 25. 30 frames if it's like you're doing a TV scene, but
YouTube or something.
That's correct. So 23.975 is what the frame rate that was shot at, and I edited it in. And we're just paying homage to great films that were made in the olden days. I mean, with the Technicolor, hard color grade, and there's a lot of colors in there. and then we're inspired by the Ten Commandments, Beckett. Those are A Man for All Seasons. How can we forget that one? That one won Best Picture.
Ben-Hur.
A Song of Bernadette won Best Picture and Best Actress at one point. What happened to Hollywood? We've gone so far from Catholic films, and we want to just bring that back. We're doing homage to these beautiful films, and Technicolor wasn't just it wasn't phased out because it was bad. It was phased out because it was just way too dang expensive. You had to color frame by frame. And now we have the Technicolor dye process that our dear friend Aaron Kessler, Joe mentioned earlier about Vlog and how we color it in post. And Aaron has this special process called heart color where he colors in the frames to make it look like Technicolor, like back in the day. We have the majesty of Technicolor without the extra added expense and the energy of having to paint it frame by frame.
That's amazing.
Can you imagine that? I mean, can you imagine how much time one person has had to put into this in order to get Fabiola to look the way it does now in this final cut? It took him 11 years. He's been at this for 11 years trying to come up with the proper dyeing process, and it took a lot of trial and error, and he's always perfecting it, and it's kind of cool. He said, hey, I know the guy who colored this to make it look like Technicolor. I can say that. That's awesome as an editor to say.
That is really, really cool. I can't wait to see it. It's going to be amazing. And what a wonderful opportunity we have in a day and an age. I know I have a friend who is a screenwriter in Hollywood, and he's shared with me emails that he receives through his agent from Netflix, from Prime. They're all asking for faith-based projects because of the success of The Chosen. So they all want their own version of that. So it just tells us that the market is prime and ready for good storytelling of great stories that will be inspiring, gripping, and as well as even catechetical too. And the stories of these early Christian martyrs are fantastic opportunities for us to tell powerful stories about people that they've never even met before. I think that's the opportunity Fabiola presents, really, which is why it's a great investment. If I say it all the time to my audience on the radio, if I had George Soros' money, I would absolutely love to be the wizard behind the curtain of 1,000 faith-based films that are done at the highest possible levels because they move hearts and minds. They're just wonderful storytelling mediums that can plant seeds in the hearts of so many and make them think about, the bigger questions of life. And especially if you do them at that highest level, then they can reverberate well beyond the choir. And that's really, I think, where Industrious Family and Fabiola are trying to push themselves into an area where they're reaching more than just Catholics, more than just the faithful. They're reaching people who are just interested in good storytelling. And unfortunately, I think there's just not enough effort within the Catholic circles, within Catholic media itself. I'm a talking head. That's what I do. I cover the news. But there's a lot of people like me How many are there making stories like this and trying to tell stories on screen? Like, not enough. Let's just be honest. There's just not enough, and we need to invest more. It's great evangelization. It's also good just entertainment, right? We don't want to just know what's going on in the world. We also want to just be entertained. Why not create entertainment the whole family can watch? And that's part of why I was also very honored to be a part of the project.
Amen. Amen. Okay, so we do have a question just came in from our dear friend Chris Hatfield. Thank you, Chris. Do you plan to warn anyone that this is a spoiler? Well, yes. Spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert. Get off the live stream. Go. Go away. Go.
No, don't go. No, no.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, so
Well,
this story, it obviously climaxes with the scenes that we just filmed, and it is a spoiler, but what we're trying to do tonight is just really sell the idea of the film, help people believe that this is a film that's going to be powerful, it's going to touch minds and hearts. We really, at the moment, don't have a very large audience, we're trying to expand that, so even those of you who are watching it now, you're very lucky to be sitting here and able to see this now.
Yeah.
Because eventually, we're going to take down all of the scenes that we've released, and anyone that finds out about us after that is not going to be able to see what you're seeing tonight. And so, yes, this is a spoiler alert. This does reveal the end of the film, but we're also very confident that the story is powerful enough that it's not just going to be this one time that you're going to watch the film. You're not just going to watch it in theaters and be like, yeah, that was fun, and go on. This is going to be a movie that you're going to want to watch over and over and over again.
Mm-hmm.
So that was another reason why these scenes can be released now.
Yes.
Yeah. Do you have anything else to add?
No, that was great.
All right, is there anything else, Alejandro, before we move on?
I am still checking the chat.
And we did get another $50 donation, so thank you, Brandon Ruth.
Nice.
You have 5 entries.
Nice.
So keep
Yeah,
them,
5
keep them coming.
entries. I know this is like a live raffle we got going on here. So
Yep.
keep at it, people. Is that amazing? I want to also comment on this. So Aaron is from Nebraska. I'm from California. The film crew was from
New York and Chicago, and Joe is in Texas, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So can you? And then
We're in
you got
Idaho.
first of all, Idaho. We have people all over who are contributing to this project, and it's a beautiful thing. One thing I always like to reflect on is Catholic means universal.
Yes.
In Greek. And because we're the universal church, imagine what happens when we all band together as one body. We can move mountains, literally. And Fabiola is moving mountains in the film world because this is a grassroots movement. This is a Catholic movement. This is homeschool. We're advocating to various different people across the world. It's just to get this movie made
And
across
to
the
that
nation.
point, Alejandro, our friends in Pakistan have already asked us to send them the video so they can dub it into Urdu because they're the costume makers primarily, but also they've for the pilot scene and for this scene they really want to put it in their own language so that their brothers and sisters in their countries can watch it as well. So that's another thing about the whole universal church. We have fans all over the world that are excited about this.
Yes, and that one more reason why this was a good scene to choose, because it's another saint scene. Like our pilot scene was about Saint Agnes in the days before her martyrdom, at the moments before her martyrdom, and then this one having a desert father, I think, especially from their part of the world.
Yeah.
They're excited to put that into their language and share it with their Christian brothers and sisters.
Yeah, I think the only downside of these scenes were that
It's just so short.
Yeah,
for sure. I know.
it always feels that way. You're like,
Oh.
really?
You're muted, Alejandro.
Oh,
There we go.
Yeah.
I was just saying that it's sad because this is the only time we ever see Joe, and
Yeah.
well, you never know. You might have a spin-off.
We could always do the ghost of St. Hilarion, just like the Star Wars. We could always just do that. That always works.
I think
What I wanted to know when I showed up to set was I wanted to know because I was told Brad Pitt would be my stunt double, but I didn't set, so I was a little nervous thinking that I'm going to have to do my own stunts then, you know. But
trust me, you do not want Brad Pitt on the same set as
oh, that's too funny.
So, moving forward, we are going to kind of talk about the idea of Give 10. This is kind of a concept that seems almost counterintuitive because it's such a small amount, but we wanted to reach out to all of the people. We've had, people that have contributed over the years that are, in their early 20s or, teenagers or even like grandmas,
young fans of the books like we are,
and that aren't able to give a ton, and we wanted to let them know that even though they can't give us $100 donations, $500 donations, invest $1,500 or more, they're still a very important part of this project, and we wanted to offer them a way where they can be giving to the campaign. And so the Give 10, it kind of was born out of that idea that you don't have to be giving big bucks to help us make movies. You can be giving even just little increments of 10, and this has been pretty successful. We've gotten a lot of little Give 10 contributions. Then we also have a way where you can sign up to do $10 every month, where it's just a little bit every month, but that consistent amount, if there's 10 of you, we're actually getting $100 a month. So that was kind of the idea of Give 10. We also have this video that we recorded while we were there at the cave of Caleb and Joe McClane, and that kind of explains the Give 10 idea even further.
Yep. All right, I'll turn that on.
I hate movies. Actually, I don't hate movies. I just hate scrolling and scrolling and scrolling to only find a movie that's going to have something in it that's going to make me want to vomit.
Yeah, I feel that.
They say if you can't watch a movie with the Holy Family, you shouldn't watch it.
So you pretty much have two options here. You can spend the rest of the night and not watch anything, and you can spend time grieving about the loss of gold in Hollywood, or you can make your own movies.
You can't make your own movies.
But what if you could?
You'd need a cast, a crew, money.
Wait, money?
Yeah, money. It's the most important part.
Right. I have $10. That's probably not enough, huh?
I got an idea.
Okay.
You've got $10, right? I've got $10. Now we've got $20.
That's ingenious, Joe.
I know.
Do you think anyone else has just $10 to give?
It won't hurt to ask.
Ladies and gentlemen, you just witnessed us raise $20. Have you ever wanted to make a movie yourself? Well, today is your lucky day. Joe and I are on the set of our new movie, Fabiola. Fabiola is a movie about a Roman noblewoman who inadvertently surrounds herself with Christians of all classes, who uphold their faith in the face of torture and death, challenging her to decide between her pampered lifestyle and the austere life of her Christian she admires. And just like us, we are inviting you to donate as little as $10, because 10 times 10 is 100, and 10 times 100 is 1,000, and then 10 times 1,000 is...
They get it. I'm Joe McClane, and this is Caleb McConnor. We're on the movie set of the brand new film, Fabiola. Film is a powerful influence on us in our everyday life. And like it or not, we and our kids, we mimic what we see on that screen. Fabiola is the kind of film we can be proud of if we begin to live up to the characters' inspirations. And this world, it's getting so very crazy that we might need to have the example of the martyrs to lead the way again.
Join us by supporting the film by contributing at fabiolamovie.com.
Click that link below and let's make movies together.
Well, this is the moment we've all been waiting for. Coming up next, we are going to be showing the scenes that we've filmed. Thanks so much everyone for being here. First though, if you have any questions or comments, now is the time to get them in. Alejandro, do we have any more?
I'm still checking. I don't see any new comments, but I do have a question for the Bowens.
Yes.
Okay.
What was the hardest thing about filming near Yellowstone in the sand dunes? What were some of the main struggles you went through?
At the actual sand dunes?
Yeah.
It was we went there the day before to just scout it all out. And we saw like 2 or 3
ATVs
and buggies, and then we're like, this is gonna be okay. And then we were there the next morning, and the spot we picked was a really good spot, obviously, for ATV. So we had a lot of visitors and people who were enjoying the sand dunes with us with their loud pieces of equipment. So that was a big-ish frustration. Some things that bothered me were like footprints in places that there shouldn't be footprints. So like every now and then I'd go and like
smooth it out,
smooth the desert out. But just it was a great location, but there was probably two major frustrations.
Yeah, and we didn't quite realize how off the beaten path the cave was. Yes. So as we're researching it, we brought our bus down there, and as we're researching it, we're like, I don't know if the bus can make it. And thank goodness for Matt, he actually said, we're not doing this. Find other ways to get people there. And once we were out there, it was insane. Yeah. It was like rock climbing up these rocks, and you pass cattle guard, and then all the cattle are around your cars as you're trying to drive through there. So that was another, I think, one of the struggles of the week was just
having a almost impossible to get to location.
Yeah, I think, if we could have been dropped off in a helicopter in the sand dunes where there's no footprints and no other people enjoying them, that would have been great. For me, it was not a huge deal, but I thought walking through the sand was kind of like walking through snow, and it was kind of a little bit taxing on my feet and my hips after a bit. There was a lot of sand in my shoes, and then we'd take our shoes off. We were so blessed with perfect weather. In the mornings, It was cold there. It was probably 70 degrees, maybe even 75 while we were there. So the sand was a really nice temperature and all that. What about you, Joe? Was there anything in particular you thought was challenging about acting there at the sand dunes?
Well, just, getting up and down
the mountain of sand, it's like, whoa, man, this is serious getting up this thing. And then, overall, I thought it was great. It was just fun. But of course, I thought, how are they going to deal with the tracks in the sand? And I was just feeling really bad for whoever was in post trying to come up with creative solutions to get rid of that stuff or make it, minimize it, But it is what it is, and considering all of the crazy activity around us, you guys did really great, staying very focused and trying to be creative, and then leveraging the plays to create something truly very interesting. Of course. The first shot was the shot that was very far away. So the camera and the actors aren't even close to each other by, it was so far away. And, just capturing that, being lost in the sea of sand is just really, really epic. So I was so glad we filmed there, because it was just, you keep using the word epic, but that's really the way I think about it. But you just never know how it's going to come out, especially I've never done this, but I don't know what I'm doing, So I was just like, is this going to be good? I don't know. Is this going to work? I don't know. I hope so. But I love the fact that you guys had a plan. You knew what you were after before you got there. You were well prepared. You took the challenges as they came, and you kept rolling, and that was great. And it just made it a fun experience overall. And then of course, at the end of the day, to have a little fun on the buggies and just go crazy through the dunes, just like everybody else had been doing all day, was just really, really awesome. My kids were so jealous that I got to go do that.
Caleb said in the comments he had so much sand in his socks.
Yeah, it sucks.
We drove and we stopped halfway because we decided we couldn't do that whole stretch again. I think it took us 15 hours to drive down there. So down there is okay, but coming back we didn't want to do that again. And that place that we stayed at, I'm like, these poor people are gonna be there's no beach nearby, there's no sandbox in the backyard. Where did all this sand come from at the place that we stayed halfway? Because we were so far from the sand dunes at that point. But for us, it had just been the day before that we were completely rolling it and everywhere.
It was in the kids' hair and it was everywhere. It was fun. That was one thing too. A lot of we have children on set that are there with Matt and I, so they need to be there, and they had a great time in the sand. They were very, very, very good because they're having such a nice time just rubbing their hands in the sand and pretending in the sand. So that was kind of a positive about the sand.
I think there's quite a few pictures of Caleb and I actually playing in the sand like we're little kids too.
We all had a little place to have a stimmy sort of.
Yeah, stim.
Sand time.
I have a question for Joe and Alejandro. My question for Joe: what was going through your mind when you saw that off-beaten road to the cave?
No, I love adventure. Okay, that's right up my alley. Like, let's go off the road. Let's go someplace nobody goes. Like, I'm totally about it. But I'm not about it in a car rental from the airport. Okay, okay, I'm like, there's no way this is working. I was like, there's no way this is like. I wanted my Tahoe out there. I love my Tahoe. I got a 20-year-old Tahoe that could handle that just fine. But
Yeah.
like this car rental, I'm like, we're gonna get stuck. This thing's gonna get. It's gonna go high. You know, it's gonna catch, and we're gonna just. Oh man! And then of course. It's going to get the striping from all the vegetation next to it. I just thought, there's no way we're getting out to wherever we're going. This is impossible. But then we made it. And it was, holy smokes. But we discovered that going the other way was a lot easier. And
Than the way in. Yeah.
Than the way in. So my mind was blown when we left the road. And we were like on the great tundra, you know, and I'm like, oh, where's snow? It's not gonna happen. What are we doing here? You know, but we did it. Praise be to God. Everything worked out just fine. It was wonderful.
That's funny. So one brother didn't come with us, and I keep telling him, I was like, I just need one of these days to take you to these weird places we went to. And Dad, he always goes, bring a Jeep.
Yes. Oh,
yeah, that's what it's gonna take. So Alejandro, my question for you was, what were you your first impression of the footage, the sand dunes? Were you blown away by that at all, or? Oh, you're muted.
We don't get the initial reaction because he's muted.
On my end.
Oh, there you go.
There we go.
Maybe that's a bug over there because I'm
Something.
muted.
Okay, go ahead.
When I first saw the footage, I was like, wow, I could do so much with this. And with the sand dunes and that opening shot of them walking, it was just like, that is so perfect.
Yeah.
And then when I saw what Aaron's magic heart color process thrown on top of it, I just was like, this is amazing. This is even better than I could have imagined, because like, of course, you see it in log, and log is just all boring and washed out. But then when you see it in heart color, it's like, this is even better. But I could only imagine like actually being there and then just having like a bunch of wind blowing around you, the dirt's flying in your eye.
Uh-oh, lost him.
Can't hear me again.
Alejandro, we lost you.
Test.
There
Come
we
on.
go.
Come on. Work with me. Zoom.
Yeah. Well, that's good. Okay.
He's still trying to talk.
He's still trying to talk and we can't hear him.
Mary, why don't you share about where you found out about the sand dunes?
Oh, yeah. Okay. So, I was, of course, imagining this scene was going to happen in, like, California somewhere. Where is the Mojave Desert? Is that in, like, the Colorado?
That's where I live.
Okay, it is California.
Yeah, okay. That's what I thought. So it's like
Thank
Southern
you.
California, right? Okay. So I wasn't sure if it was in, like, Nevada or in California. That's where the where was. I know it's in the
That's literally
States.
where I live.
Okay.
Literally
okay.
where I live.
Yeah, so I was imagining we're going to have to, like, do that.
We could have gone and visited Alejandro.
Yeah. We could have sanded your couch. No kidding.
Oh, yes.
Sorry. But I was thumbing through a Bugle magazine, actually, of all things.
Which is the Rocky Mountain Elk
Yeah.
Foundation's magazine.
Yeah, so it's all about hunting and elk and deer and guns.
Preservation.
Right? So I'm thumbing through this magazine, and one picture is a desert, and it says, name that elk country. And then, of course, on the flip side, it shows you what it is. And I flipped the page, and it was St. Anthony Sand Dunes in southern Idaho. I'm like, that's like in our backyard. So I looked it up, and it's like 8 hours away from us. But the reason why it was in this Bugle magazine was you had the sign, it's a winter habitat for moose and elk and
deer.
Mule deer. Yeah. So it's actually a very like.
So you're not allowed to go out on them during the winter.
So they come down from the Tetons, and that's kind of where their winter grounds are.
Yeah. So it's the reason why I was there is because it was an interesting thing for elk and deer and
I saw this picture that was in this magazine. I thought, there's no way this picture is completely doctored, but it's real.
It's
I mean,
real.
it looks just like the picture.
That's
it's
what it
really
looks
really
like,
a beautiful
yeah.
place.
Yeah.
how could you not film there, right?
Yeah.
I know, like we passed by, what was that? Like the what did they call it? The moon
The
crater?
craters of the moon.
I know, we're driving by that.
That was
and
an
I'm like,
accident
Idaho,
too.
you are so gorgeous, Idaho. You're like, every movie should be filmed in Idaho.
Yeah.
There's so much to work with there. It's
Yeah.
so great.
Yeah, no, the craters of the moon was so weird. I didn't even know we're gonna go through there, and we're driving through it. And it's like it looks like this burnt like lava.
You need to find some
sci-fi.
excuse to film there.
Yeah,
It
we'll
doesn't
find
matter what,
something. Yeah,
honestly.
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some sort of nightmare of being left in this arid rock place.
Well, we had kind of teased a little bit about Outlaws of Ravenhurst being actually alien abduction, so maybe that'll happen.
Maybe that'll happen one day.
Yeah.
Well, and it's funny because like since then I've looked at like there's like a fantasy Idaho map that near where I work, and I was looking at it, and actually Craters of the Moon is like really prominent on that map, and I'm like, how did I not know this existed? And we just like drive through it now and see it on every single map. Like that's where Craters of the Moon is. I'm like, it either appeared there or it's always been there, and I just didn't notice.
Didn't know it was down there.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, so
beautiful.
we're ready to show the scenes unless there's any more comments.
There's one last question.
Okay.
Okay.
we're gonna take. So this is from Restore All Families in Christ. I love your profile name, Restore All Families in Christ. What is your next goal and scene you want to make next? That's a great question.
That is a good question. Okay.
Yeah.
So next goal. Well, kind of. Yeah, I don't know. That's a hard question because like this, we were able to actually be given a large investment, and we can make a decision based on the investment.
Yes.
So there are some other scenes that we were gonna do instead of this one if we got, if we were just like trickled money and.
So I would say our next goal is to get the funding.
Yeah.
We kind of are getting down to crunch time on getting the funding, so it's contacting investors. After December 31st, that's when we have to kind of start looking at whether we need to restructure or not. So that's kind of what I'm going to be focusing on all of December, is just seeing if this is actually something that is God's will for us. And, if it is, we'll get the funding. If not, he has other plans for Fabiola, so we'll have to... That's kind of the step that we're on right now. And then... But if we did get the funding, which scene would we film next?
I would.
Or,
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I think that the next major goal is to get our executive producer. We need someone that's ready to invest $125,000 so we can actually start building sets and get some of those. I'd really love to see some scenes with Fabiola and Fulvius interacting. There is this one scene with Fulvius where he says, "Yes, I want your money," and I just think that might make a really good promo. So if we could get that scene shot, also getting a trailer put together would be huge. So if we can get some scenes that would work for us to have Alejandro mix into a fantastic trailer, that would be really cool. So I guess those are the next goals, but other than that.
Yeah, my personal one was to get Fabiola some
To
scenes
appear.
with, to get Fabiola to appear in some
Yes,
scenes.
yeah.
So yeah, that would be a major want and goal. All right, so no more questions, Alejandro?
I know we're done.
I don't see any more questions. I'm double checking. But yeah, let's go ahead. Let's
All right,
give
let's
the people
ready
what
for
they've
the-
been wanting.
Let's
The big reveal.
unveil.
Okay.
We will rest here. Should be coming up on Carthage soon. We're not going to Carthage. What do you mean? We are both ruined men, not worthy of our prestigious family line. As the last survivors, it is our duty to make sure that our line does not end in devastation. We die here, in this desert. The wild animals will consume our bodies, and no one will know that we even lived.
Why is there someone smaller than mine?
You are young and strong. You must stay with me. You fools. What have you done? May God have mercy upon you.
Where is your Wallace?
Your companion. He is dead.
What?
Yes. Poisoned.
I'm still alive.
Indeed. So it would appear. I am Halerion. This is my cave. I live here, alone, to dedicate my life in the service of the Most High God. It was he who led me to you, I am sure.
So you're a Christian, then?
Yes. Praise be to God, yes.
You should have left me to die.
It is not for us to seek death, my friend. For God has a plan for every one of his children. Even you.
Yay!
Awesome, awesome. Everyone did such a good job. Congratulations on an awesome job acting, Joe McClane.
All right, so unless there's any questions.
Yeah, so if anyone has any questions, now's a good time to.
I'm just trying. Okay, so I'm just gonna read off some of the reactions that we.
Oh, good,
got.
good. Yeah, go ahead.
Yes, thank you.
I'll turn your face on.
Amazing desert location. I finally just sent my $10 contribution. Thank you so much, sir. That's awesome. Wow, excellent quality.
Like, isn't that crazy? Like, I remember the first time I saw the color, and I was just like, yeah, like I said, I wasn't anticipating it to be this great. Great work, Joe McClane. That was so good. Bravo, Caleb. Yes. Gosh.
It was fun to work. Caleb, like he's acted a bunch before, so he knew what he was doing. So that was kind of fun to be able to interact with him. And we're already doing spoilers. Is it okay to do other spoilers? Like,
might as well.
Like I totally made up my own lines in the desert scene. Like there were no lines. There was no lines, but I was like, he's got to say something. so I didn't, hey, mea culpa, mea maxima culpa. I just sort of made it up as I went.
I thought it was written in there. Like,
no, I made it all up.
Yeah, Joe did such a great job. I wasn't anticipating. I didn't think to look back at the script, because when he said it, I was like, "You fools! What have you done?" I was just in the back of my head, I was just like, "Wow, he really delivered those lines pretty well." Not kidding. That's what I thought. Yeah, I was just saying that's definitely not a Texan accent. I was not anticipating that, so when I first saw it, I was like, "Okay, this is different." But
yeah.
But he really got into the character, and then when I saw the cave scene, I was like, "Yeah, this guy ate and left no crumbs. That's awesome."
Yeah, I don't know. The temptation was to be like, when they said cut, I'm like, you know what? I think we can do it again better. Like, and just do it like 5,000 times. That was like but instead they're like, no, it's great. I'm like, okay, well, I guess we're moving on. I was so I guess insecure or self-conscious about the whole process, having not really done it before. So it was great to hang out with people who had done it before and entrust them for everything.
Yeah, but when I was when we're doing the acting classes, it's really one thing to like learn how to let yourself go completely, because I noticed that a lot of beginner actors, and obviously I didn't think of you as a beginner at all, Joe. I thought it was, what I was trying to say is like, it's typical to feel self-conscious acting, because I know a lot of beginner actors, myself included, always felt self-conscious. It's like, how do I look? But the thing is when you're acting, or when you're somebody who's facing a situation like the characters do, you're not thinking about how you look. You're just feeling all the feelings of the character. And man, I think everybody should go to at least one acting class in their life. It's actually pretty cool to experience a different part of yourself when you're doing it with a bunch of different people who are also trying different things. It's a lot of fun. It's really cool. And it's actually really great to do it with the Bowens, because they're just naturally jovial and endearing, hospitable people. And to do that with a group of other strangers who are also Catholic but also want to do their best is kind of awesome, if you ask me.
Isn't it exciting? The collaboration, I think, is really fun. Just Catholics who want to do something interesting and epic, and just, man, that's refreshing and exciting to be a part of it.
Yeah. Yes, and in case people don't know, Alejandro is also playing a role in the film. He's going to be Torquatus.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, Alejandro. Do you want to talk a little bit about that role, Alejandro?
Yeah. It's not a dinner roll. It's not a cinnamon roll.
It's an acting role. I'm sorry. I had to do a dad joke at least once. At least once, okay? All right, no more. But yeah, so I play a role in the film. I play the role of Torquatus. It's for those of you who have been following us on the LinkedIn and our newsletter, I described it as the Judas role. Unfortunately, because Torquatus sells out his fellow Christians to protect himself from getting martyred himself, and it's interesting because like he hates Caleb's character, which is Fulvius in the film, with a passion, but he has no choice but to work with Fulvius in order to protect himself, and it's pretty crazy to be somebody who's doing something that they normally wouldn't do and know it's wrong by nature, but they feel the need to do it to protect themselves. It's kind of despicable, and I think a lot of people, I think especially for people who are in the process
Oh, you broke out.
Losing you.
Not yet. Nope. Nope.
Oh, maybe.
Hello?
Yep, there you go.
Really? Okay. Okay, gotta say some deliverance prayers over my technology.
Exactly. Just keep going. We are not afraid. We have our crucifix here.
Yes.
Yes, the crucifix that y'all can get if you donate just $10 to the cause. Just $10, people. You can get this one-of-a-kind crucifix, people. And, you know, some prayers would be appreciated also for whatever's happening to me. My laptop crashed right before this live stream started. That's how bad the technology demons have been coming after me today. Seriously. But yeah, Torquatus is a very complex character. Thank you, Chris, for pointing that out. It's so awesome to read for these lines. We actually did a couple of table reads behind the scenes with the other actors to see where it would go, and it's kind of awesome. And then I was so honored to even have a role of that caliber, because that's to be a tertiary antagonist and who's a Christian, no less, is like, I don't know if you'd call it an anti-hero role, but it's just, you have so many conflicted feelings about Torquatus. And yeah, and it's pretty cool because I don't know how many of you have heard of St. Augustine. I'm sure most of you have, but there's St. Augustine, St. Jerome, St. Paul, of course. You know, they weren't.
Oh, you broke out. It really is the devil. I don't want you hearing about those stories.
Yeah.
There you go.
Back.
There you are.
Wow. Okay. What is going on? This could be various things. Anyways, let me try to wrap up. Not every saint was a perfect person. Nobody's perfect, obviously, but not every saint was
Even a good
started
person.
out with Catholic. Started out Christian, right?
Mm-hmm.
And every saint has a past, and every sinner has a future. And to be able to play a role where this character, might as well spoil it, this character has a redemption, and he overcomes his demons. He's able to find God's forgiveness. I think will resonate with a lot of people who are, you know, even discerning the faith, or, you know, haven't gone to Mass in long periods of time. I'm hearing a lot of Catholics are coming back to Mass after being away for so long. We're finding an uptick of that more recently. And it really is a blessing to play a role like that. I mean, it's going to be a challenge for me because I haven't been in that situation before. But, you know, with God's blessing, I'll be able to
Resonate with people that way.
Yeah, Alejandro's another character I'm really excited to see play. You know, I'm looking forward to have him on set, and Emily also.
Yes, and while we're talking about actors, I did just want to mention one more time how much of a joy it was to have Caleb McConnor on set. He did an awesome job as Fulvius, and I think having someone of his caliber, that's really good for us. I think he's probably one of the most talented actors that we have filmed, and I think it rubs off on everyone on set. So thank you, Caleb.
Yes.
You did great.
Good job, Caleb.
Now we're gonna be bringing up. Do you have one more thing?
Yeah, I have another comment.
Okay,
Oh, good.
Yep. And we will play the trivia game soon, and then we will have another opportunity for comments after that. But yes, go ahead and then save the rest.
Okay,
good music, good acting, the costumes, the cave, and colors, bold and almost unbelievable that they are real. And maybe Fabiola will come together like this, piece by piece at a time. St. Agnes, pray for us. Oh, look, our very own colorist, the color grading, drew inspiration from Technicolor films like Ten Commandments. Thank you, Aaron. It's good to see you, man. Great job as always, Prescott's. All right.
Oh, nice.
And a comment on the music. We meant to mention this a little bit earlier in the evening, but the music we were able to find to release. And then we will have music for it to actually make the original score when it's time, which that music will be more like what's on the pilot scene right now.
Right.
So, yeah.
Right.
Yes.
Just a comment about that.
Mm-hmm.
And then we're going to bring on the Gophers. Are they here yet?
I'll turn
You
them
boys
on.
here?
All right,
We got
Gophers.
Patrick, Beckett, and Declan are going to be joining us, and it looks like they're here.
There they are. All right, guys, say something. We test your guys'
Audio.
audio.
Hi, we're all here.
Perfect. Hey, where'd that bat? You're in Rome.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, and we had a trivia game planned that we were hoping Alejandro would join us for. Do you want to join us for that also, Joe?
I'll stay on for just a few more minutes, but I mean, I have to be up at 3-something in the
Would you
morning,
prefer
so
to
I'm
just
gonna have
watch
to say
then?
goodnight soon.
Okay.
Hey, just lose a little sleep. Nothing coffee can't fix. No,
Okay. So
go first.
Congratulations.
Congratulations and thanks for joining us.
All right. Thank you.
Alrighty.
Bye.
Hey,
Let's
before
have
you
a fun.
before you go, I want to draw the name for this beautiful crucifix. So, do you mind just checking to see if there's any more donations?
Yep.
All right, and you can text me.
All right.
Signing off. See you
Guys
later.
have a good night.
Yep.
Bye.
Thank you. Thanks for playing. That was fun.
Yep. Yeah, that was fun. We enjoyed it.
Oh, good. All right. Bye, guys.
All right. Bye. Bye. Good game, Alejandro.
Yeah, well, I don't know how much of competition I was. My freaking microphone was not working, and the questions I don't know. I'm sorry. Of course, I'm just glad. Like,
I'm trying to
Pride
think of
and
the.
Prejudice.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of the one that I really wanted to help you with. I can't remember what it was now.
It's okay.
Nautilus?
Oh, the Nautilus. The Nautilus is the
That's
creature.
the name of Captain Nemo's.
That's the submarine's name.
I've never. I know of 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea.
We need to write Alejandro a movie list now.
Yeah.
Yes.
You know when you have
Yeah.
And put on your Sunday clothes when you feel down. And
Yeah.
out. That's from.
I should have known Hello Dolly was
Yeah,
it
there you
because like I mean I've heard the music from Hello Dolly,
But I've not watched the movie.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, that's what that one's from.
All right. I mean, I think we're probably ready. I gotta see if those gophers have anyone else.
Mm-hmm. Now the camera that's been focusing in and out all day is.
Gone.
It says it's done. Let me see if I can get it to turn back on. Oh, there it is.
Oh, yep, there we go.
Okay. All right, we're gonna draw the name.
Let's just make sure there's no more.
Yeah. Are there any more comments, Alejandro, by any chance?
I don't see.
All the answers to the questions.
Yeah, all the answers to the questions are probably in there. Oh, you're muted again.
We can hear you.
Test.
There you go.
I said Aaron was very flattered that he was included in the trivia.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
And the answer to that one was heart color for those.
Yeah.
Oh yes. Heart color is the name that Aaron Kessler has given the color design, I guess.
His imitation of Technicolor.
Color grade.
Yes, his
That's
color
what it's
grade.
called.
Gotta use the right terms.
All right.
Yeah.
So Faustina put this live stream together with her and Mary, of course, but
Faustina did a lot of it.
She did a lot of the
Good
organizing.
job. Well
Yes,
done.
very good. So to for this crucifix, we are going to draw the names, and I'll let Faustina have the honor.
All right. I will try
All
to
right.
do
Shuffle, shuffle, shuffle.
Okay, shuffle.
Donate.
Oh,
you dropped
Oh,
someone on.
that person has to be in there. All right.
Hey, while they're trying to
that person
choose
is
the name,
excluded. Okay.
Oh, he's in it.
Sorry, go ahead.
I was just saying, while they're choosing the name, you guys still have a chance at it. So just keep donating $10.
Now it's in her hand. No, I'm kidding.
Kathleen May.
Oh,
yay.
yay. Kathy gets it. This is coming your way, Aunt Kathy.
And Kathy has a prop from Outlaws of Ravenhurst.
Yes, she's been a long-term,
Yes.
a long-term
Twitter.
supporter.
What was it? Kathy who?
Kathleen
Kathleen
May,
May.
which is my aunt.
Yep.
Oh,
right.
nice.
When we did Outlaws of Ravenhurst, we did a pledge drive. And
Nice.
she pledged the most, so she got that Virgin Annunciate picture that's in that film. Yeah. So, now she has the Lion's Crucifix, too.
Yes.
Nice.
It's beautiful. It looks nice in her house.
Yes, it will. It'll look really good. Alrighty.
Alright,
I think we're gonna. Right, go ahead.
Yep, we're gonna sign off now. So thank you everyone for being here. It was a pleasure to have everyone, and we are so glad that you guys were able to watch the scenes, and thank you so much for the kind comments. And remember that if you want to see more scenes like this in the future, to be sure to contribute. Share this with as many people as you can. If you give 10, try to share with 10. That's kind of how we get it out there. So keep up with that. And then if you want to subscribe to our newsletter, be sure to do that so that you don't miss any more live streams or any more updates that we're going to be sending out.
Yes,
Anything else?
and if you're interested in investing, get over to fabiolamovie.com, and Mary or Faustina will get back to you and have a presentation to share with you on how you can become a part of actually owning this film. So I hope that we get many people over there.
Yep, and we're planning another live stream to kind of show off our new merch products, which includes the Grizzly Grizel first Catholic Illustrated Classic. So make sure that you plan to join us next week.
Yes.
All right. Thank you,
All right.
everybody. God bless. Thank
Good night,
you.
everybody.
Bye.
Good
Thank
night,
you,
Alejandro. Thank you for joining us.